Hi everyone, my name is Asaya, and today I'm going to share what I learned after having my 2 conversations about long-term care planning. This project, it honestly made me realize how much people avoid this topic, even though it's something every single family will eventually deal with. So first, just to break it down, long-term care is the support that someone will need when they eventually can't take care of themselves anymore. Things like getting dressed, bathing, getting around can become a little bit difficult. This kind of care, it can happen at your home, in an assisted living facility, or a nursing facility. Long-term care insurance, it's a policy that helps cover those costs, which can easily reach thousands of dollars a month. Having this policy, it doesn't just protect your finances, it also protects your family from stress, confusion, and unexpected responsibilities. In my first conversation with my aunt, she had a general knowledge of what long-term care insurance was, but she admitted she hasn't taken any actions. She told me straight up, I know it's important, but I'm not rushing it. I still have time. Her and myself thought that as well. You think that you have all the time in the world, but sometimes that's just not the case. And that mindset, it'll come up again and again and again. And she also hadn't talked about it with her daughter about her wishes and didn't have any legal documents or representative in place. The second person I spoke to was my uncle. He had no knowledge of what long-term care was. When I explained how expensive the care could be, honestly, he was shocked. His plan ultimately was just to rely on his kids, but he hadn't discussed anything with them. There was no policy, no planning, no legal representation. But this is where the big theme really hit me. People think that they have all the time in the world, but life doesn't work like that. A lot of people wait because they don't want to think about aging or getting sick. But delaying planning, it could create more stress, financial pressure, and last minute decision making. When you wait too late, long-term insurance, it gets more expensive. Health conditions can disqualify you. And then your family, they end up scrambling under pressure. It's not just about your own peace of mind. It becomes a heavy emotional and financial burden for your loved ones. That sense of I'll handle it later mindset, it don't feel harmless, but it's the main reason families end up overwhelmed when something unexpected happens. Illnesses don't wait, accidents don't wait, age definitely doesn't wait. Planning early, it's honestly an act of love and responsibility. Between both my conversations, I noticed 3 major patterns. The first one, a lack of knowledge about long-term care and insurance options. The second one, that there was no official planning or documented care instructions. And the third one, which was the most crazy, very limited communication with family members, even though family would be the one navigating through everything. After reviewing through chapter 9 and doing a little bit of additional research, I shared a few recommendations with both of them. I suggested that they start researching policies for their own, because the earlier you start, the more affordable and accessible options are. I encourage them, talk to your family, especially around this holiday time when we're all together. Be open about what your care preferences are. I also recommended that they choose a legal representative, like a healthcare proxy, similar to like a power of attorney, to make sure that their wishes are respected, even though sometimes you might not be able to speak up for yourself. I also pointed them to helpful resources, such as AARP and state insurance, going through a licensed insurance agent who will specialize in long-term planning. These resources make the process a whole lot less intimidating and provide real guidance. Overall, these conversations taught me that planning ahead is not just about the money. It's just about reducing stress, giving yourself clarity, not only to you, but your loved ones, and making sure that you have control over your future care. Waiting might feel easier in the moment, but the stress that comes with not planning it early, it'll be so much heavier. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope I encouraged you and the people around you to start having these conversations now instead of when it's too late. Planning early, it really does protect your health, your finances, and your peace of mind. Let's stop meeting at the funerals, y'all. Thank you.